Let's get ready to get this tag team matchup underway. The debut of Breakout and the tag team matchup is up next. All right, the time is ticking away. Let's get ready. Let's get this match ready to go. We are getting started. The very first matchup on the debut of Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout. This is match number 1, the very first Breakout here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. We will be seeing Newcome Tag Team will be facing off against familiar faces in the tag team division across interactive universes. This is going to be one heck of a matchup. Up next, the very first Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout matchup in tag team action. Jack Murphy and Exotic Rivers will take on Fight or Flight, Silence in HD, and Tanis. And here we are, Jack Murphy making his way to the ring for the very first time in Breakout history. The very first entrance will make his way to the ring. Jack Murphy looking on top of his game here. He looks like he is ready, and that is the face of a competitor who has come here to win, whether in tag team or solo competition. This is going to be one heck of an interesting matchup. Jack Murphy making his way through various independent wrestling promotions before landing here at the grandest stage of them all, Champions Alliance Wrestling, and his tag team partner for this matchup, This is going to be one heck of an interesting tag team. We've got Jack Murphy and Exotic Rivers tag teaming up. Two very different styles here in the ring. We'll combine forces this week on Breakout to see if they can get the job done against a tag team that is very familiar in the ring with one another. Tag team of Jack Murphy and Exotic Rivers now ready to square off, and they will be facing off in the first challenge of the Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout, and it is none other. Two men we thought would never, ever turn back to their tag team past. Fight or Flight, Silence in HD, and Tannis. And this is going to be one heck of an interesting matchup. Jack Murphy and Exotic Rivers, both great competitors in the independent scene as a solo unit, never as a team. Going to be interesting to see them team up here this week on Breakout. Here we go, Jack Murphy, Silence in HD, getting us started here this week on Breakout. I am super excited for all the matchups we have here today. This is the only one for the tag team division, and it should be interesting to see how Jack Murphy performs alongside Exotic Rivers. Silence in HD immediately going to work. Jack Murphy with a recovery now, boot to the midsection. What is this? Wow! Pump handle driver. Jack Murphy really showing off his range here on the debut of Breakout. Exotic Rivers rather, with a big knee to the face of Silence. Exotic Rivers with a whip off the ropes over to the outside now. Silence is down in front of the announce table. Exotic Rivers rocks Silence. As for DDT, but it's reversed. Russian leg sweep as he manages to slow the momentum of Exotic Rivers just for a moment. Now Silence going to work. Elbow from the apron. Devastating shot to the face. That is definitely going to wear down the stamina of Exotic Rivers. In comes the tag to Tannis. Tannis now with a slam attempt, and it's reversed. Pushed away by Rivers. Whip off the ropes. Wow! Tannis showing us that high-flying ability that Fight or Flight is so well known for. Tannis now going to work on Exotic Rivers. Rivers with a backdrop reversal. Gets through his corner and makes the tag. In comes Jack Murphy. Wow! Big slam. Down goes Tannis. Murphy now slowly chipping away at Tanis, perhaps looking for an opportunity. Tanis manages to recover, finds his way back to his feet. Jack Murphy now continuing the assault here on Tanis. Lining up, huge drop kick to the face of Tanis while he's down. Tanis with a reversal now, but it's not enough. Jack Murphy retains control. And he snaps the arm there. That is going to tear away the shoulder of Tanis. Wow, leg drop, face first. Jack Murphy with a cover. 1, 2. Tanis now trying to regain his footing here, but Jack Murphy is proving to be just too much. Running double-footed drop kick to the corner. Jack Murphy brings Tanis back to his feet. Spinning neck breaker. Jack Murphy goes for the pin, and we could have a winner. 2. Not enough, only going to get the 2 count. Jack Murphy continues to go to work on Tanis. A relentless assault. In comes the tag. Exotic Rivers now the legal man. Rivers pretty much starting where Murphy left off. Into the corner. Uh-oh. Wow! Face first into the second turnbuckle. Rivers looks like he's setting up for something. This could be bad news for Fight or Flight. And another shot to that arm. Big suplex. Down goes Tanis. Leg is hooked. In comes Silence. Silence gonna break up that pin. Jack Murphy in there trying to get involved. Could turn into a brawl on the outside of the ring here. Silence from behind. Jack Murphy gets nailed on the outside. Exotic Rivers going to work. Tanis desperately needs that tag into Silence. Tanis manages to regain his footing, but it's reversed by Rivers. Now a slam attempt reversed by Tanis. Tanis back on his feet. He needs this tag. Here's the tag. In comes Silence in HD. Big right hand now. Silence flattens out Exotic Rivers. Goes for the pin. 2 and a kick out at 2. Silence headed up to the top rope. Fight or Flight doing what they do best. Big elbow drop from the top rope. Silence in HD might be able to put a finish to this match. Rivers managing to kick away any attempt by Silence there, and now managing to recover. Get back to his feet. Perhaps he'll be looking for a tag into Murphy. Jack Murphy gets the tag. Silence with a whip off the rope. Jack finds himself on the receiving end of a huge chop that echoes throughout the entire Breakout arena. Combination now stopped by Jack. Face buster by Jack Murphy. That could be it. So close to that 3 count, but not quite enough. A kick out was made before the pin. Exotic Rivers here on the offensive now. Attacking Tanis on the outside here as Jack Murphy goes to work on Silence in HD on the inside of the ring. Silence face first into that turnbuckle, and this is not where you want to be if you're fight or flight. Wow! Suplex from the top rope. Huge 540s somersault splash. And another off the ropes, but it misses. Jack Murphy nails the first attempt, but completely misses the second off the ropes. And up into the tree of woe. Uh-oh. And what is... Jack Murphy from the top! Both feet planted into the chest of Silence. Roll up into the kick to the face. Jack Murphy brings in Exotic Rivers. Exotic Rivers with a shoulder tackle that misses. That could cost him. Tanis makes the tag. Oh, sorry, Silence makes the tag and in comes Tanis. Tanis with a right hand. Exotic Rivers off the rope. Super kick misses. Tanis somehow still managing to regain control. Whip off the ropes, reversed. Tanis, whoa! Tanis showing us some of those high-flying maneuvers that fight or flight is so well known for. The agility of fight or flight cannot be questioned. However, Jack Murphy has shown us that he is, without a doubt, a worthy competitor here against such a well-known tag team. Double Russian leg sweep. Down goes Exotic Rivers. Silence with a sleeper hold. Locks it in now. This could be a... No, and he releases the hold. Silence with a takedown. Exotic Rivers desperately needs to get that tag in. Up and down. Silence with a nice hip toss. Hooks the leg, the pin. In comes Jack Murphy and he breaks it up. Tanis with a running Rana. Takes down Jack Murphy. Can fight or flight get this win? Can they come from behind? Jack Murphy and Exotic Rivers very dominant so far in this matchup. However, the tables have seemed to have turned. Silence sets up. Complete silence. Goes for the pin. 2, and it's broken up yet again by Jack Murphy. Tanis immediately focusing on Jack Murphy. Their fight continues outside of the ring. Silence might be able to put an end to this matchup. Silence winding up here. Into the corner. Big knee to the face, the reverse from the second rope. Drop kick from the second. Silence with a flying forearm to the corner. The knee misses somehow, but he gets the chop and flattens out Rivers. And again with the sleeper. Who do we see? Exotic Rivers tap. No, reverse chin breaker. Silence goes down hard. Candace and Murphy still continuing a huge war. Whoa! Exotic Rivers out of nowhere. 2, 3. Wow, Exotic Rivers. Jack Murphy get the win here in their debut on CAW Breakout. And a huge win for both of these men here tonight on the debut of Breakout. A win which will no doubt thrust them into the spotlight of CAW Breakout. Jack Murphy and Exotic Rivers walking away with a huge win here on Breakout. Up next, we will see the next matchup, the second of the day. Both newcomers face-to-face squaring off in the ring here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. This is match number 2 for Breakout debut. Miles Corley facing off against the Mad Scotia. We are here for the second matchup of the day. Here today on the debut episode of Breakout, Tuesday, March 29th, 2016. Let's get ready to get the next matchup started. Miles Corley and the Mad Scotian go head-to-head up next. And here we are, the second matchup of the night here on the debut episode of Breakout. Some new faces here going head-to-head in the ring. Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout. The very first ever. And making his way to the ring, very exciting, very high-octane competitor here. Miles Corley, ready to go. High energy. Will definitely be interesting to see Miles in the ring here today in Champions Alliance Wrestling. It's raining money. It's raining money. What is going on here? These aren't real bills. And up next, the Mad Scotian making his way to the ring. Very interesting looking individual here. It'll be interesting to see how he fares here in the CAW. The Mad Scotian, this is going to be one heck of a matchup. Both of these competitors seem to have a very, very high energy style. This will definitely be a sight to see. We are getting things started. The bell has rung, and immediately the Mad Scotian goes to work on Miles Corley. Getting back kick to the midsection. The Mad Scotian on the receiving end. This cross-face suplex there now. The straightjacket DDT there. Count reaches 6, and both competitors are back in the ring. Miles Corley with a quick reversal now. Mad Scotian on the receiving end. Completely under the control, and a nice reversal by the Mad Scotian. Running bulldog hits. And a second bulldog, back to back. Mad Scotian trying to get himself in a nice groove here, but Miles Corley going to try to put a stop to that. Gonna crank on the arm there now. Looking to disable the arm of the Mad Scotian. Knee to the face now. Face first into the turnbuckle goes the Mad Scotian. Miles Corley is on the offensive, taking the Scotian to the top rope. Suplex from the second rope. Wow! The Mad Scotian on the receiving end of a brutal attack. Miles Corley to the top rope now. Big elbow drop to the back. Miles Corley gets caught off guard now. And the Scotian pulling him into a huge clothesline. The Scotian folds up Miles Corley like a lawn chair. Miles Corley with a recovery and looking for a pin now. And he's only going to see a 2 count. The Mad Scotian kicks out. Miles Corley working on the stamina perhaps of the Mad Scotian, cranking on the head, and now locking in that head triangle. Reverse suplex, beautifully executed by Corley. Miles Corley with the pin, he hooks the leg, this could be it. 2, and a kick out at 2. Wow, double waistlock power bomb. Miles Corley is on fire right now. Wow! What was that? That could be it. The Mad Scotian might be done. 2. And no, somehow, the Mad Scotian kicks out. Determination. As Miles Corley lines up what could be another devastating attack yet again. Wow! Tombstone! Down goes the Mad Scotian! And that's it! Miles Corley! Huge win in his debut here at CAW Breakout. Miles Corley with a huge win in devastating fashion against the Mad Scotian. A very talented young man who will no doubt make his mark here in the CWA. CAW, sorry. And up next, we will see a matchup one-on-one. Two more fresh faces. Two more who are looking to work their way to the top of Breakout so that they can become the next Breakout champion. Tone Evil will face off against Gamer Rock. And up next, matchup number 3 here on the debut episode of CAW Breakout. Thank you all for joining us here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. This matchup is going to be a great one. I don't know if it'll be as great looking as Tone Evil. Crowd not too fond. Tone Evil has gone on record as saying they hate me because they're not as beautiful as me. I'm not sure if we'll get a classic matchup out of this, but we sure will get some pelvic thrusting from Tone Evil. However, this is going to be a clash of styles because the competitor he is facing off against is as serious as they come. He is looking to rise to the top of Champions Alliance Wrestling, and he will do anything to get there. Gamer Rock. Gamer Rock now. Power bomb. This could be it for Tone Evil. Gamer Rock headed to the top rope. Gamer Rock with a devastating elbow. Directly to the midsection. Sling blade! Tone Evil hits a sling blade out of nowhere. Gamer Rock could be in trouble. Super kick! Down goes Gamer Rock. Springboard moonsault from the top. Up top. Wow! Corkscrew! To the outside of the apron now. From the second rope and a drop kick. Nails Tone Evil off of the apron. Gamer Rock back in control. Gamer Rock covered in blood now. Tone Evil up to the apron. Tone Evil with a devastating leg drop from the apron. Tone Evil with a beautiful standing arm lock now as he cranks away at the shoulder. Gamer Rock on the receiving end here, and he's got to get out soon or this could be the end. Tone Evil here trying to mount an offensive against Gamer Rock. From the top rope, this could get dangerous. Oh, wow. Whoa, what is that? What just happened? Tone Evil absolutely annihilated Gamer Rock. And that's a 3 count. This match is over. And what an incredible debut we've had so far here on CAW Breakout. This match was no less. Congratulations to Tone Evil on a huge win here. This is definitely going to catapult him into the spotlight here at Champions Alliance Wrestling. And that young man, Tone Evil, not only has the looks, but he definitely has the ability to last here in CAW Breakout. Yes, we are looking for members. However, as of right now, we are only looking for women or tag teams. We have vacancies for women and tag teams here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. So if you would like to get involved, you have to be one of those. Singles registration is closed at the moment. We have more than enough. So if you guys want to form tag teams, get together, talk to one another. Maybe one of you guys is on a PlayStation 4, and maybe one of you is on an Xbox One, and you can't get your character over. Talk to someone in the chat, meet up with someone, form a tag team, get together, make a nice, a nice looking duo with some nice outfits, some matching stuff. Upload them, get the person with the Xbox One to upload them. We've got an opening for you. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I don't usually call the follows in between matches. I want to keep my commentary as clean as possible, even though my commentary isn't the greatest. I haven't done this in a month and a half or so, maybe more around that. Yeah, keep in mind, this week we've received news we will not be doing the beard match this week. The beard match will likely take place the following Sunday. I know a lot of people are busy with WrestleMania this weekend, so we're gonna postpone that. Of course, Juno backing out of our match, a real beard match, an actual beard match. We're gonna have our characters are gonna fight in the game, and the loser will have to shave their beard on the stream. The stakes just got real in a couple weeks, like. Guys, don't forget to check out the information section below. This is hugely important if you want to know what the stats are going to be at. What are you going to get for stats? I have to adjust everybody to fit within the specifications of our league. So if you want to go ahead and do that beforehand and save me the time, that would be much appreciated. And, like I said, it's all AI. It's all balanced. We don't want to hear complaints about who won, who lost. You guys know what the rules are. They're in the information section below. It's super easy. Just go read it. Down below. Scroll down below. If you're on a mobile device, I believe you just swipe the screen. So up next, we will have the Breakout Hardcore Championship is on the line. Extreme Rules matchup. Newcomer Roger Arthur will face off against Breakout Hardcore Champion Scout Chaos for the title. Matchup number 4 of the debut breakout here on Champions Alliance Wrestling. Extreme rules are in effect. This is going to be one heck of a matchup. Roger Arthur facing off against Scout Chaos for the CAW Breakout Hardcore Championship. And here we are, heading into the Hardcore Championship match here tonight on Breakout. And here we go. The New Jersey Wolverine, Roger Arthur, making his way to the ring for a huge matchup here tonight. Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout Hardcore Championship is on the line. The Wolverine ready for his hardcore matchup for the championship here. However, there is a huge obstacle in his way, and it is none other than the current hardcore defending breakout champion. And here he is. Scout Chaos. Scout Chaos with that brand new Hardcore Breakout Championship around his waist. Roger Arthur will definitely be fighting an uphill battle here if he wants to get that championship away from Scout Chaos. Roger Arthur, Scout Chaos. This matchup is underway. Extreme rules. No disqualification. No countout. Anything goes. Roger Arthur immediately going on the offensive. Roger Arthur now working on the shoulder and the arm of Scout Chaos. And kick now, Scout Chaos on the offensive. Roger Arthur now. And a huge kick, Pele kick by Roger Arthur. Scout Chaos now. Driving the elbow down near the top of the skull. Roger Arthur on the receiving end of a relentless attack. And this match has a whole lot more to go. Because remember, Extreme Rules matchup. Chairs, stairs, tables, anything you can think of is legal. No disqualification in this matchup. Roger Arthur now applying submission to the back. That is going to make it awfully hard for Scout Chaos to work away at Roger Arthur now. Roger Arthur. Wow! Huge missile drop kick by Scout Chaos. What is this? What is this? Setting up! Figure four! Pulling on the leg! Scout Chaos on the receiving end of a submission. That could be it. One! And a one count is all he's going to get. Roger Arthur doing everything he can, trying to get that Hardcore Championship out of the hands of Scout Chaos. Roger Arthur setting up. Powerbomb. Scout Chaos gets nailed. Sharpshooter locked in. Scout Chaos manages to escape. Flying heel kick. Beautiful German suplex by Roger Arthur. The crowd here, the CAW universe, very happy about this matchup so far. Beautiful drop kick by Roger Arthur. Arthur lines up now. Scout Chaos could be in trouble. This could be bad news for Scout Chaos, the Hardcore Champ. There it is! Double underhook, DDT. The butterfly effect. 2, 3. Roger Arthur, your new breakout Hardcore Champion. And this young man, Roger Arthur, the New Jersey Wolverine, might be on his way to the top of the GWA. And it is certainly a huge accomplishment here with the I almost said it, the CAW Hardcore Breakout Champion. All right, guys, keep in mind, you do have to be a subscriber. I'm not sure. Actually, you know what? I wonder if there's a way for us. I know in the other one, it was like you could type like VIP and do it. Here. No, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to see if you're a sub. Because Tanis, you're not a sub any longer because you don't need to be really. I mean, still in the league. And Tanis actually, if you want to continue your moderation, I would love to have you as a mod still. Things we have to get sorted out. Remember, once you guys reach 20 hours in the stream, you guys will automatically get bumped to regular status. That means stat increases. That means better abilities and skills. That means a better chance to walk away with CAW Breakout Gold. We will let you guys know. We're going to try and figure this out. Obviously, you know, this is a new league, a little bit of a new setup, and we're just working the bugs out. But I think we've got most of them worked out, and yeah, good stuff. So up next, the big matchup, the main event of the day. Ash Venom, the very first Breakout champion, will defend his title against none other than the powerful Archie Lee. And here we are, the Breakout Championship is on the line. Up next, we will see Ash Venom take on Archie Lee for the CAW World Championship. Get your bets in now. The main event of CAW Breakout is about to get underway. in just a few moments. Get those bets in now. You guys have just under 2 minutes. Up next, the 5th matchup of the day, the main event, the very first CAW Breakout Championship matchup. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Thanks for the subscriptions, you guys. Anybody who's currently subscribed, thank you guys. Thank you guys for viewing. And remember, at 20 hours, you get the bump up to the regular status. Nice increase in stats, abilities, skills. Welcome to Champions Alliance Wrestling. We are moving right to the top. Let's get this matchup underway. Get ready, we are about to get the main event of Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout underway. Newcomer and first crowned champion here at Breakout, Ash Venom, will be defending his title against the powerful Archie Lee. Here we are, the main event, Champions Alliance Wrestling Breakout. Everything is on the line. The championship matchup is about to get underway. And the very first crowned Breakout World Champion, Ash Venom, making his way to the ring. Ash won after winning a tournament just this past weekend. Absolutely massive, one of the biggest competitors we have ever seen. Ash Venom is ready to defend his championship against a familiar face. From those of you who might have seen him in action in the past, the powerful Archie Lee making his way to the ring. Ash Venom has his biggest challenge yet ahead of him as he defends the Breakout Championship here against Archie Lee. This is going to be interesting to see these two giants square off in the center of the ring. And here we go, the final event of today's show and the main event of CAW Breakout. The championship is on the line. Ash Venom defending against Archie Lee. Let's get this matchup underway. The bell rings, and Archie Lee goes on the attack right out of the gate. Ash Venom pulling Archie Lee in from the apron now. Archie Lee, one of the biggest competitors we've had, and Ash Venom just towers over Archie Lee. Absolutely massive insides, Ash Venom. Let's see if he has what it takes to get it done against a veteran like Archie Lee. Ash Venom now on the offensive. Archie Lee on the receiving end. And a beautiful cutter by Archie Lee. Archie Lee nails Ash Venom. Ash Venom now turns the tables quickly on Archie Lee. Archie Lee has to be very careful here against Ash Venom, as he could get caught, and that would not be good. The very powerful Ash Venom, one of the few that rivals the strength of Archie Lee here in Champions Alliance Wrestling. Ash hooks the leg. 1, 2, and wow, near 3 count. Very close. Slowly going to work away, driving the elbows into the top of the skull. And another elbow to the, or another knee rather, to the top of the head. He is very focused on the top of the head, causing as much damage and maximizing the damage done here against Archie Lee. Wow! Archie Lee. Face slam, down goes Ash Venom. Archie Lee, 2 and a kick out at 2. Ash Venom now with the neck whip takedown into a side headlock. He has focused most of this round on the head and the neck area of Archie Lee. Archie Lee gets back into the driver's seat, locks on and starts cranking on the arms now. Archie Lee, the submission hold here, and he's gonna pull and do as much damage in the back as he can. Disable some of that core strength of Ash Venom. Double underhook DDT. And could this be it? 1, 2, and no, Archie Lee with a kick out at 2. Wow, face first slam. Ash Venom back in the driver's seat now. Ash Venom controlling the pace of the matchup as he takes things down to ringside. Big backbreaker now. Archie Lee on the receiving end. Count reaches 6. Both men back in the ring. Archie Lee face first into the turnbuckle. Ash Venom driving the shoulder into the post. And big power bomb from off the ropes. 2. And a 2 count. Yet again, Archie Lee managing to escape the pin. Ash Venom now with a whip, face first into the turnbuckle. Run the second rope. And a 2 count is all he's going to see. Ash Venom in control of this matchup, and he's setting up. Archie Lee could be in big trouble. Archie Lee! A powerful Lee hammer! That could be it for Ash Venom! No! Archie Lee unable to keep the 3 count. Ash Venom with a DDT. Ash Venom spikes Archie Lee, and both of these guys look like they might be out cold. Ash Venom slowly making his way to the pin. One arm over top of Archie Lee. No! Archie Lee gets the shoulder up off of the mat. Ash Venom lines up. Archie Lee could be in a bad position. Venom drop. Leg is hooked. 2, 3. Ash Venom retains the CAW Breakout Championship. What an incredible matchup. Both competitors stretched to their limits here in the debut of CAW Breakout. Only one man can walk away with the Breakout Championship in hand, and that man is none other than the retaining champion, Ash Venom.